It's like, yo, you guys all right? You guys had the Candlestick Bible open and stuff. It's like, yo, don't talk about Candlestick Bible like that, bro. Those are the hieroglyphics to what we have today.
Yo, this is Pharaoh Afro D, bro. The hieroglyphics. All right. Well, it looks like the market's opening pretty red today, I'd say, right? So I think we might get a little bit of a pullback today.
I think so. I think
Yeah.
like I mean everything ran up all last week, so I'm sure we're overdue. Is this ACT again? Or is
This
this
this is Solana. Solana,
you
bro.
see that?
Mm-hmm.
All
All-time
freaking
highs?
like
No, not
no, since
yet.
middle of summer, like so many coins are just ranging.
Yeah. I'm gonna go look at the weekly. Let's look at the monthly real quick here. I just want to see where we're at overall. All right. Now this looks like a cup and handle pattern, boys.
When did this come out? This one
Let
goes
me
back
just go here.
to
2021. But usually
is that when they were
it'd
released?
be like another exchange before it comes to like the
Oh yeah, true.
Binance and the sort of thing, right? Usually
Right, right.
that's how it is, yeah. Before it gets picked up. So what was that?
Pink slip, baby.
Poop coin?
Poop coins, the pink slips of all coins, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, so yeah,
So this is
the
at all-time highs now.
almost there. Yeah, it's going to be hitting liquidity very soon. All right, so it depends how this monthly candle closes. And this all could happen this month, right? But if the monthly candle closes above the swing high, then we're very bullish on Solana, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
And this does look like a nice cup and handle. You know what I
Yeah, man.
mean?
Dude, I mean, like, no matter how you slice it, like
Mm,
the with altcoins, there's not a lot to digest, right?
mm.
Like, there's just like this hasn't been out that long, right? There's not a lot of structure to go off. We just know that we're on a run right now, right? We've kind of leaving the structure that we've had all the past like year behind, and we're approaching the all-time highs. So you might want to ask yourself, I want to get into this, right? Where am I going to get into it? Where do I like do I buy now? Did I miss the boat? Whatever. I mean, like the crypto space, like the bull run just started, right? As soon as Trump went in office, these things just
Going
started
up.
moving. So there's a chance this just goes straight up, but every structure has its significant ceiling, right? And we went by this one already. This one here and this one here. And the next one would just be up at 260.23. Like that's the all-time high. There's definitely going to be a reaction there, most likely. Um, a lot of liquidity sitting there, a lot of orders. People who are making money off this run right now might exit here, right? Because everything above it is unknown waters, so you don't know what's going to come next, right? If you're looking for to maximize your entry, then maybe at the end of this month or during this week or the following week, there's a pullback that proceeds. If we go to like a lower time frame here, so let's look at the weekly, see what's cooking. Yeah, we're already on top of this on a weekly structure, right? Maybe it pulls back to the bottom of this channel here, like right here, and it grabs liquidity before rocketing all the way up to the all-time highs, or it just continues upwards, eats all the orders here, rejects, and then comes back to get more buy side liquidity, and then continue on with the bull run, right? And just continues upwards. But no matter how you look at it, this is definitely something to look at, the 260.23 level. If you're already in it and you're already up in profits, maybe this is an exit for you, right? This level here.
Yeah, I totally gotta agree.
You never want to just blindly hold things don't go up forever, right? And with the start of the bull market, there's a lot of like corrections and things like that and orders sitting around that might need to get cleared out before it just decides to just rocket up, right?
Absolutely. You got to think about the people who are buying at these levels down here, right? These guys who are buying down here at these levels. Look at the high volume that's coming in at $12, right? Where do you think these guys are going to be exiting, right? They're not going to be holding forever. They're going to be exiting, taking partials along the way at previous highs, previous highs, previous highs. So the final price target on this would be here, and then ideally any good trader will hold a small partial to see what else comes out of it. But the majority of people, I would say, be dumping their bags as we're taking out liquidity at the highs. Exactly what Afro was talking about. And Afro, if you click on it, you take over the crosshairs, eh? Yeah,
Oh, I see.
cool.
Interesting. Okay. But yeah, like you see like this level here respected this level, right? And
Hmm.
this is a big pullback.
Yeah,
You like it's bigger than from here to here, right? And there's going to be significantly more liquidity in this area than this one. So if it does hit up, if it does reach up here and it just decides to go straight up, you might actually have like a a pretty big pullback. You can take care of that.
yeah,
But yeah, you might actually have like a pretty big pullback. So I'd be aware, especially if I'm entering. I don't know if I want to I don't know if I want my average price to be sitting around here. You know what I mean?
hmm,
I might I might me personally, if I do enter where it's at right now, it would just be to 260 and then I would exit.
yeah, exactly. So,
But
mhm.
we have an order block actually here on the weekly order back.
Well, that was my question. It's like, where would you
Yeah, yeah.
enter? Where would you enter if you're looking to enter just to ride up to the all-time highs?
So crypto's been running up the past week ever since the election and things like that, and consolidating before that. So um,
Hmm.
if it decides to correct this week or the following week, by the end of the month, right? I'm looking to enter here 183, 185, 176. This would be the level because I think this is a very big bullish order block, and a lot of orders are sitting here.
Yeah, you got a nice bullish green volume on that as well.
And
Yeah,
last time that happened, look at the touches.
damn. Right to the order block, bro.
Yeah, you got a slowdown here, right? It didn't quite reach the order block,
Hmm.
but as soon as it did, you get a little reaction because it has to respect the structure, right? The sell structure here. There's missed orders on the sell side because this is a tiny fair value gap right here.
Yeah, true.
Touched, sold, and then as soon as that was done, the buy side took over, right? Now we're just waiting for the next sell liquidity, right? And at this point, it's it's going to be 260. Like where else would orders be sitting? So we just swept this. Maybe over the next few days, there's actually a lot of orders here, and then it decides to reject, right?
Yeah.
But I know that that's not where the real liquidity is because we're so close to the all-time highs. I'd actually be going long here. I'd be going long on this order block. I'd have orders sitting here, and then I would take majority of them off at 260 if the bull run continues. I would run a tight stop just below that, and I'd calculate my risk on how much money I'm putting in, and just try to understand that I'm not just going to hold the bag, all the way down. I don't want any part of that. I'm looking to optimize my entry and minimize my risk, and then also make sure I exit at the proper structures, right? Because we want to be proper traders. We're not just buying and you know riding it to the moon, as they say.
Yo, brother, bro, do you know why that's a good entry? Oops. That's a really good entry. What the? Yo, what's going on? There you go. Dude, that's a really good entry because we talk about this in our lives when we're trading and scalping on an intraday. This is a weekly fair value gap that's printed right here. And when you have a weekly fair value gap and then you have an order block that's printed up while touching and respecting this, this is extremely strong. This is a strong area for price to come back and retest to go up. This is a confirmation off a fair value gap, right? As you can see here, if this is like a stair step down, the elevator up, right? So this is the fair value gap. You have a new low and then a newer low, and this low is literally sweeping the liquidity from this to this, and then moving to the upside. I'm sure if we break this down on the weekly, and I mind you guys, we haven't even looked at this chart before. If we break this down, sorry, on a daily, most likely there's going to be a fair value gap that's around this area here on the daily. So let's take a look and see. Oh, what do you know? It's directly at the 50% of the fucking fair value gap.
And an order block. It printed
Yeah,
order block right here
and
too.
order block, dude. Holy crap! You see that shit, dude? That's nuts,
There's
man.
one here as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. So that's the weekly fair value gap that we just covered, right? Break a structure, fair value gap, retest into it. It's moving to the upside.
And
Wow,
then
that's really
that's it.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. This is really clean.
hmm And I bet you
It's interesting.
that's gonna be at the discount
It,
as well.
yeah, it's interesting to see that on
Yeah,
something like Solana.
there it is. That's right around the 618. This is a really good area to enter. So
That's
yeah,
the S plus entry right there, right?
absolutely. Yeah. And
Yeah.
it lines up perfectly with this swing high. So whenever I'm looking to enter a trade, I usually want to enter close to this swing high level. And the thing about if we really zoom in on what we're looking at here, this look at this, the 618 to the 6.5. This is like my golden zone. If we have candles coming down and closing here, and respecting like I'm talking about bodies closing in this area and not going any lower. If we close here, boys, we're going to actually be looking at new all-time highs really quickly, or the price
hmm
running to a significant level. Like
Yeah.
the further down we go, the less strength the trend has, right, within this fair value gap, but within this the Fibonacci retracement. But if we can actually close and come down within this zone here, this is where I'd be looking to buy. And yeah, so dude, this is a wrap on Solana, bro. This is it. That's it there.
I mean,
Yeah.
all the fair value gap is
Mm,
just an inefficiency in the market, right? These are all
mm,
missed orders, and order blocks are where orders gather. So when it does reach down to this golden zone, you're likely to see an order block print on all the missed orders that are sitting here, right?
mm-hmm.
Because people want to be efficient with their entries for the most part, like the big players and stuff. So they'll probably have a bunch of orders sitting here. You'll probably get another order block, and then all time highs.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and that would be the correction. So yeah, I'd say if you're looking for an entry, this is the ideal.
I,
Um, and the only other area I could see it possibly rejecting sooner is maybe here in this fair value gap. But I think this is a
this
better
ideal.
area for
Yeah.
liquidity.
S
Yeah,
plus.
that's ideal.
Yeah.
hmm
You need like if you're unsure where it's going to be, usually we dive into like a lower time frame and we kind of dissect it on like the 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 15, the 5 minute, the 1 minute, and we usually go through that on our Discord channel. But for you guys, which is free by the way, you can join, and we go through it all together. But what you can do is you can dollar cost average into this zone, right? Dollar cost average. You have it started here, let's say 10%. You add like 50 here, you add another 40 here, whatever the case may be, and you dollar cost average into this zone. That way you can kind of, if you can't really predict where it's going to be, at least you're building a position within this area, and your stops can be like the swing low. I think that'd be the good play. But it does look like we're printing a red candle now on the daily. So yeah,
That's what you
this
want, right? If
that's what
you're
we
trying to
want.
go
Yeah,
long, you want to pull back.
yeah, because we need to recognize that we actually just took liquidity from this swing high here, right? So we'll see what happens. Like if price breaks down below this, right? This is going to be like a turtle soup, and it's going to bring us down to these levels, I believe. So yeah, anything to add before we move on to the next coin?
Mark our words. We're gonna revisit this in the future when it comes down to this area. So uh, we'll definitely we'll come back to this video and see if we're how right we were,
Yeah,
which
for
I think.
sure.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.